How's it going, you guys? AZPlayo21 back again with another pay-per-view in our UFC save in WMMA 5, and it is UFC 297 McGregor versus Mendes 2. A big pay-per-view card, no title fights, but nonetheless a lot of really good fights on this one, and our prelims as always. Our next pay-per-view will be UFC 298 Super Lightweight Grand Prix Finals, 4 title fights on that card. Of course, we're making our way to UFC 300 as well, where I want as many titles to be on the line as possible. That's going to be a huge video, probably, considering they're all going to be 5-round fights. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that one. But today we have McGregor versus Mendes 2. Our next fight night after this is Colby Covington versus Nate Diaz. I know Colby Covington just beat Masvidal. I was actually at that fight night, at that pay-per-view card, I should say. Just uploaded a couple videos, actually, of the walkouts from there. Got to go with my buddy Joseph. It was a lot of fun. But we have Conor McGregor taking on Chad Mendes here today, and it should be a good one. Let's go ahead and get into it. The pay-per-view taking place in Ireland. I can only imagine how many tickets they're going to sell in Ireland with Conor there, as we are underway with our prelims. Joseph Morales taking on Makoto Takahashi. In the flyweight division, Morales is a big favorite, but he gets beaten TKO in round number 2 by Makoto Takahashi. Moving on, Logan Storley taking on Maxim Butorin. Storley 17-3, the odds-on favorite against the Russian Butorin, and Storley picks up the win here on the pay-per-view prelims. He's now 6-3 in the UFC. Jordan Main taking on Kamil Gniadek, I guess is how you pronounce it. Jordan Main, a small favorite, and it's Gniadek who gets the win, actually, who's now 2-0 in his UFC career after having a 3-fight winning streak over in WEC, then beat Sean Brady. Interesting. Moving on, Yuri Lapikis taking on Jason Jackson in the 175 division, and it's Jason Jackson getting the win via decision, and you can see already a good start to his UFC career. He is now 4-1 to start out. Abdul Sinistro Abduraguimov taking on Bruce Soto in the, I believe that's welterweight now, 175 division. And it's Abduraguimov taking the win via TKO. He's now 1-1 in his UFC career, the former Brave champion. Adam Yandiev taking on Saba Hosh in the 205 division, and it's Hosh getting the win over Yandiev via TKO in round number 1. He's a perfect 5-0 in his UFC career. Gonna imagine he's gonna be ranked pretty soon. 5 fights in a row. That is not an easy win streak to have. Adam Wieczorek taking on Anton Vyazagin, the Russian taking on the Pole, and it is Vyazagin getting the win here today. His 19th win of his career, his 4th in the UFC, and he's on a 4-fight winning streak, as a matter of fact. So Vyazagin getting something going here in the heavyweight division. Rafael Assunção taking on Ronnie Yaya in another prelim here. 41 years old, Rafael Assunção going for his 30th win. Both these guys going for their 30th win, and it's Ronnie Yaya who gets it in a fantastic fight with a kick of a knockout. Knockout kick, love to see it. He's on a 2-fight winning streak now, Ronnie Yaya, and ranked in the bantamweight division. Max Power Nunes taking on Dovetslan Yagshimuradov. I know Yagshimuradov 1-2 in the UFC after we signed him out of ACA. And Max Nunes has been quite a disappointment, honestly. 6-2 in the UFC, but 2 straight losses. You can see there to Serkinov and Soriano. He's barely ranked. He's the odds-on favorite, and he gets the TKO victory here over Yagshimuradov. Moving right along to our main, not a main card, or the main event of the prelims, I guess you can say, as it's Cameron Abasov taking on Henrique Shigemoto of Japan. Big favorite is Amazov, and he does get, or Abasov, I should say, and he does get the win via unanimous decision. The Sambo fighter, perfect 4-0 in his UFC career, beating a lot of Russians and a Japanese fighter. Interesting. Main card time, it's Gilbert Burns taking on ruthless Robbie Lawler. It's been interesting for both of these guys, especially for Lawler. You can see number 19 in the division. Very, very up and down kind of thing going on in this save. Neil Magny, win. Ferguson, loss. Diaz, win. Masvidal and Wonderboy, loss. Magny, win again. Loses to Tyron Woodley, and then he's on a win over Yuri Lapikis. On the other side, you got Gilbert Burns, who's number 12 in the welterweight division, and he's lost 3 out of his last 4 fights, most recently to Ismail Nardiev and Michael Venom Page. Both these guys desperately needing a win. Lawler, big favorite in this one, and it is Ruthless Robbie Lawler, who gets a TKO victory in round number 2. Moving along, Fabian Edwards, pair of Bellator guys taking on Rafael Lovato Jr. Rafael, 40 years of age now, 5-2 in his UFC career. He does have that UFC title fight against Darren Till. He did lose it, lost to Costa, and then beat Elias Theodorou 30-27 to him, as a matter of fact. Taking on Fabian Edwards, who also is coming off a loss to Darren Till. Other than that, he's been perfect in his UFC career. It's going to be hard to keep Fabian Edwards. I don't know what I was really trying to say there. Basically, Fabian Edwards looks like he's a future champion, but he's the underdog against Lovato. But he beats Lovato Jr. via unanimous decision in a decent fight. I'd imagine it was quite boring. Lovato probably is the main reason behind that. Another Bellator fighter, Michael Venom Page, taking on Michael Chiesa in our welterweight division, the 175 division. MVP, 3-1 in the UFC. His only loss coming against Nate Diaz, 29-28 in his last fight. Michael Chiesa, number 18 in the division, coming off 3 straight losses. So this is definitely a fight that he needs to win. Both these guys need to win badly. MVP, a huge favorite, and MVP knocks out Michael Chiesa in round number 1. And he wants to fight Douglas Lima next, the guy who's knocked him out. So, interesting. Moving along, big fight, the co-main event of the evening, the bantamweight division. Petr Yan, 13-3 in his UFC career, coming off a loss to Corey Sandhagen for the title. Corey Sandhagen's been his kryptonite, to be honest. Other than that, he's had quite a good career in this save. Has been the bantamweight champion on more than one occasion. You can see coming off wins over Cruz and Cejudo, then losing to Sandhagen. On the other side, you got Tom Fire Kid Duquesnoy, who has not had a chance to fight for the title. But I feel like it's only a matter of maybe 1 or 2 more wins, and Duquesnoy is fighting for the title. It's our co-main event, and Petr Yan gets the unanimous decision victory over Tom Duquesnoy. Says he will not be fighting for the title anytime soon. And that brings us to our main event, Conor McGregor taking on Chad Money Mendes once again. No title on the line, just bragging rights, but you can see there, Conor McGregor, 2015, it's 2023 now in game, so a good 8 years away from them fighting previously, and that's when McGregor won the featherweight title. That basically started everything, to be honest. All right. Moving along, Conor McGregor on the other side. Coming off 2 straight losses, Kevin Lee and Rory McDonald. You hate to see it, but Conor McGregor is always a commodity, and he can always sell fights. I mean, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, and he's still main eventing this pay-per-view. That should go to show you, just how good he is. Yeah, that was in the Super Lightweight Championship tournament, too. So very interesting what happened there. And McGregor main eventing once again. Literally a pick-em between the two of these guys. Very even fight. 35 and 38 years old. In front of a hometown crowd, Conor McGregor should be a good one. McGregor is going to want to, stand and bang. Money Mendes might want to wrestle a little bit. McGregor looking to strike. Mendes hits a left hand. McGregor hits a left hand. Mendes looking for a takedown. He can't get it. Going for another takedown. McGregor pulls guard. Oh no, is Money Mendes going to submit Conor McGregor? Maybe get in a little bit of ground and pound at the very least. A few right hands to the body. Can't manage anything, McGregor. Attempt to pull guard. Everything's been comfortably dealt with, and round 1 is over, and that is 10-9 to Mendes. McGregor moving forward. Quick 1-2, can't get anything else going. Quarter of the way through round number 2, and Money Mendes seems to be winning. Counters with a nice right hook. Shoots on McGregor. Another takedown attempt. Can't get it to go. pushing him into the cage. This is how Money's going to have to win. He gets another takedown in side control. Mendes throwing a few strikes on the ground. He's winning now. 2-0 it's got to be after this second round. Very interesting to see what happens. Falcons for life. How's it going, my man? Hope you are having a great day. Left hook to the ribs. McGregor starting to breathe heavy. Mendes, McGregor exchanges strikes. Counter left. Big left. It's McGregor versus Chad Mendes right now. Who have you got? Right hand. Going toe-to-toe. Mendes still wanting to grapple. Not much going on in this third round, but a big strike. Left head kick, and he's knocked out. So Conor McGregor, after basically losing 2 rounds, got taken down a couple times, charged up against the fence. He knocks out Chad Money Mendes, moves to 26-7, gives Money Mendes the 8th loss of his career. And you can see 27 million made off of pay-per-view, 23,000 in attendance in Ireland. That's a very big arena we just sold out. Not the most on pay-per-view, but I mean, we have 2 pay-per-views this month, so we're going to make a lot of money either way. That should be quite exciting. Did somebody miss weight here? Did somebody miss weights? It looks like it. I think someone might have also missed weight here too. Not 100% sure. All right, popularity decreased in one area, but that is okay. Let's go ahead and award $100,000 to whoever deserves it. There was a fantastic fight on here. Yaya and Rafael Assunção get $100,000 each. Any first round finishes that are of notice. Michael Venom Page, you get 100K. Saba Hosh, you get 100K. And sure, Ganai Deck, you can get 100K. All right, so we got $30 million profit on that show. Highest paid fighter is Conor McGregor at $717,000. Next up, Michael Venom Page with $227,000. Robbie Lawler, $197,000. These guys should be making way more than this, but it is what it is. All right, so that is going to do it for this one. Like I mentioned, we still have another pay-per-view upcoming, and we are making our way to that big UFC 300. Appreciate you guys for watching, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. I will see you guys next time.